Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial mode. I haven't done this in quite a while, I've been pretty busy. But I think this is something everyone should know. It's about Record Materia. This is a video that I wanted to do quite a long time ago, but I didn't think many of them were out. Record Materia, that is. So let's go to Record Materia. If you don't know about Record Materia, then it's... if you play Final Fantasy VII, you can equip a certain piece of... I don't know, I think of it like a crystal. I can't really explain it. I forgot how they explained it in Final Fantasy VII, but it's kind of an add-on to your character. And these add-ons can be physical damage, they can be elemental damage, or auto haste, auto whatever it is, but you'll get the idea when I explain it to you. This video is about what is the best Record Materia. Which one should you go for? Obviously, you should try to level up most of your characters, but sometimes you just can't do that in the initial stages of the game. So let's go. Luckily, there's a tab which shows you what Record Materia everyone has. So might as well start from the top. Black Mage. The first one, when you break the level cap, is chance to restore one black magic ability. Obviously, a chance is not really good enough, but when you see his second one, restore one black magic ability use at the start of the battle. I don't have the information needed for how you get the second Record Materia, but you can probably look it up online and stuff like that. I do remember some of them off by memory. Obviously, all the first ones are when you break the level cap. Mostly the second ones are if you do enough battles, or there's a chance to get it if you do a certain number of battles, or if you do a specific event battle, then you automatically get the second materia. You only can get second materials if you break the level cap, of course, so just keep that in mind. So, let's continue on. Black Mage. Restore one black magic ability used at the start of the battle. That is very, very good if you are dealing with a few rounds of enemies. I use this ability quite a lot of times. Just keep that in mind. That it restores a random one, not a specific one. But yeah, it's still really good if you manage to restore a very big ability, which is AoE, and you're in the later stages of the rounds. You get pretty much 3 free magic abilities when you go through 4 stages. So, I mean, yeah, when you go through 4 stages, because usually there's 3 stages and a boss stage at the end. Cecil. Attack deals more damage but costs HP. I don't really want to play around with this one. I believe it does 20% extra damage. It is quite significant, but the HP cost is 5%. I guess you could use this in a lot of situations, but I don't really like to take the risk. Cecil. Gain Protect when low on HP. I don't really like using this one. I do like using Protect Guard at the start of the battle. I think that's where most of you guys do it as well. So his next one is Recover HP when attacking. There isn't really a significant change in HP. I think it's about 5% as well, or 8%. Deal slightly more damage with Jump. So this is Kane's. I'm only going through the list which I have, and I believe the bottom ones have the not collected ones, so I'll go through that a bit later. So Kane's one is pretty much deal 10% extra with Jump. If you're using Jump, of course, it's pretty good. But if you're not, then it's kind of useless. Remember, Record Materials you can equip on any character, so it is pretty useful. So Rydia's one is Gain Shell when low on HP, similar to Cecil's one. Almost forgot his name when his name was right there. So similar to him, so not really much use, unfortunately. Rydia's second one, damn it, skips it. Increase damage of summon magic. I guess if you're using a fair bit of summons, of course it's pretty good, but again, it's not really an all-around Record Materia. It's very situational. It is a 15% bonus, but yeah, pretty good if you're doing AoE attacks. Next one, Edgar, same thing, very situational, you're probably not going to use it. Cyan's one, we're going to a pretty good one. Deal bonus damage when a katana is equipped. The good thing is, characters like Sephiroth and stuff like that can equip it. Deal 10% extra damage with that Retaliate combo would be pretty good. So I like to equip that one. So Cloud's one, deals slightly more damage when using swords. A good all-arounder one, because it is a level cap one, and a lot of characters can use these kind of abilities, or these kind of Record Materias. So it is 10% extra as well. Soldier counter, chance to counter attack when directly attacked. Again, this is kind of situational. I have used this before, but you only should use it when you're dealing with a boss which does a large amount of physical attacks. Kind of like the boss in Final Fantasy 13, which does, I think, 6 attacks at once. It will be pretty good. I don't know if that actually stacks with Retaliate. If it does, then that would be freaking awesome, but I don't think it will. Maybe it will. Maybe someone can give me an update on that. Tifa's one, deals slightly more damage when using fists. Pretty good with Tifa. I use it most times with Tifa as well, and Snow and all that. Apologize for that noise in the background as well, but you kind of have to deal with it. I'm dealing with cats here. Okay, Eret's one deals slightly more damage with holy attacks. I think this is a 10% extra. I could be wrong, maybe it's 15%. I do use this when Aerith is using attacks like Diria and stuff like that. So it is pretty decent. Sephiroth, load of garbage. Gain attack and defense for each KO'd ally. You don't want your characters to be KO'd, so what's the point of even having this? Composure, Squalls, deal more damage when using attack. So pretty interesting at the cost of your soul break. Honestly, I probably wouldn't use this because you are going to use your soul break quite a few times and you don't really want to be holding off on that. It doesn't do it with a large amount of damage, but I believe the stats on this is 20% extra damage. Pretty decent. Retaliate combo would be pretty good with this one as well. But it has its downsides, of course. Renoa's pretty garbage as well. Slight chance. You don't really want to be dealing with the slight chances. Christus deals slightly more damage when attacking with an enemy's elemental weakness. I have used this. It's similar to Taro's one, which will be coming up pretty soon. But yeah, you'll probably use this if you are a magic user and stuff like that, and you want to deal that extra bit of damage. Okay, selfies. I'm losing my voice here. Attack has a slight chance. I actually mentioned this in one of my boss fights. It's pretty interesting. There's a chance for elemental attacks such as Thunder, Fire. I don't think it goes up to Fira or Thundaga and stuff like that. So again, it's kind of rubbish, but it's an interesting one. I do like it. Irvine, gain attack and defense for each KO or empty party slot. I guess it's pretty good if you're just using 1 or 2 characters if you want that extra challenge, but other than that, load of garbage. Irvine, deal bonus damage when a gun is equipped. I do like these kind of Record Materials because it's very all around to all characters. So if you are using gun, definitely equip this. Garnet, not very good again. This one, same as Renoa's one, garbage. You don't want to be dealing with that. Vivi, we're getting to pretty good stuff. Deal bonus damage, magic damage when a rod is equipped. It's 10%, I believe. So yeah, pretty good. And the next one is Devotion. Gain attack but lose defense and resistance. I use this Devotion more than Rodmaster because you are given a 20% more increase. Well, but yeah, if you want to take that extra damage, kind of a risk, but I don't know. Up to you guys. You can do either or. Titus' second one, gain haste when low on HP. I have used this a couple times when I was leveling up Titus. It is kind of useful, but with white mages, if you're like low on HP, you might want to put this on a mage just to get that extra boost on a heal or something like that if you're in a rush. Titus, fills soul break gauge faster than attack. Yeah, pretty useful if you're using all these soul breaks and stuff like that. I don't really have the stats on this, but I have used it before. I didn't see a lot of difference, but there is a little bit of a difference there. So you might want to use this if you're kind of rushing to use a soul break or something at the initial stages of a battle. I believe later on there's an even better one. Yuna. Restore slightly more HP with white magic. Well, if Yuna's a white mage, then why not? That's all I have to say about that. Nothing really more to say, because yeah, that's it. Slightly more HP. I think it's a 10%, but when I see slightly, I'm pretty sure it's 10%. So, Walker's next one. Sometimes. Emphasis on the sometimes. Begin the battle with a full ATB gauge. Lightning has the exact same one. I use this sometimes on a white mage just to get that first protection spell on. So that's pretty much the only situation where you want to use it. Walker, never miss when using attack. I don't like using this one because you can't use it with skills and stuff like that, only normal attacks. So there's one where the boss has a high evasion, which I did use it, but I didn't find it much use. Fran, begin battle with Berserk. I don't see much uses with this because mainly you'll be using skills. Her second one's pretty good. Deal bonus damage when a bow is equipped. I have used this one, and of course it's good for the bow characters, similar to the other ones which deal bonus damage when a certain weapon is equipped. Like I said, Lightning's the exact same one. Snow, gain defense but lose attack. You can use this with like a taunt strategy, but I don't really like to lose attack because you are losing out on the actions taken there. So it's either or. It's not really that good. Tyro, I named him Fantasy, but yeah, you can name him whatever you want. Deals, well, I'll read up both of them. Attunement 1, Attunement 2, pretty much the exact same thing, except one slightly. Deal more damage when attacking an enemy's weakness. Elemental weakness. I haven't got this one, but it is pretty good, apparently. When a 20% increase. With an AoE attack that can stack, that will be awesome. So you may consider leveling up Tyro for that. Red Mage, garbage, don't use it. It's very situational. Oops. Get back up. There we go. White Mage, similar to Black Mage, very useful. I haven't got to leveling up that, but I plan to. Summoner, kind of the same thing. Summoner is even more rare because it's restoring one summon, and it's really, really hard to hone summon spells, so of course that will be very useful. Ranger, you know the drill. Slightly more damage when using bows. Exactly the same as Fran's. But his second one. Excuse me. Slight chance to trigger Barrage when using attack. I don't think you have to have Barrage equipped, but Barrage is a very big attack. I believe it's an AoE. I don't really want to check because we're in the later stages of this. But yeah, of course it will be very good against those AoE. I plan to level up Ranger just for this ability, just to check it out. Bard, exactly the same, dealing more damage with instruments. I probably wouldn't use this just because bards don't usually just attack, they usually buff up characters. But his second one is very interesting. Attack hits all targets, but damage is reduced. How much is it reduced by? That's a good question. I think it's reduced by 25%. 40%. That's right. So quite a lot. If you're dealing with a lot of AoE, then I'll definitely equip this, but otherwise, not really much use. Might as well just use Blade Splits, right? I think Blade Splits is more powerful as well. Warrior of Light, you don't want to look at the first one. Deal holy damage when using attack, pretty situational again. Gordon, gain increasing resistance as HP drops. You can think of this as another like shell ability, but yeah, I probably wouldn't use it. His other one, begin battle with protect. Again, something I wouldn't use because you're using protect Gar at the start or something anyway. Unless you're using like a taunt strategy. Yosev, gain attack and defense but begin the battle sapped. I do like this more than other ones because being sapped, you're not taking a lot of damage. How much is it increased by? I actually don't know. But I expect it to be an increase of at least 20%. So yeah, pretty interesting. Maybe I'll use this a bit later. Attack is slightly weakened, so weakened by... Okay, so it deals 65% of a normal attack. So you're dealing 60 to 130%. Not much of an increase. I do like the ability, but 130%. It's not that much, 30% extra. You wouldn't really use this that much, so not really much point. Luneth. Deals slightly more damage with wind attacks. Of course, if you're using wind, why not? But there's not many at the moment except for wind slash, and I believe there's one more which I'm forgetting. Begin battle with haste. Again, it's pretty good. I do like using this instead of Titus's auto haste when low on HP one, of course. But of course, you're putting in a little bit more extra and leveling up Luneth. Okay, Cecil. I think I need to take a break. Okay, I'm gonna pump it through. Cecil. Attack deals more damage but costs HP. God, I hate using these ones, but yeah, kind of an add-on to his last ability, but I don't really like using up HP. Maybe you would, but I kind of don't. Good for advanced retaliate. Kane, brainwash. Garbage. Do not use this. Teller, slight chance to deal ice magic when using attack. Again, like slots. Probably you won't want to mess with that. Golbez, gain increasingly magic as HP drops. No, you wouldn't really want to be messing with that either. Sabin, no. Just no. Again, with the regen. Better than Garnet's one, but still wouldn't mess with regen. Cyan, I thought it was kind of interesting. Gain retaliate when low on HP. You wouldn't want to cast this on low HP anyway, so there's not really much point. I guess it's kind of like an auto counter attack, you could say. But yeah, pretty situational. You wouldn't want to use this when low HP. You want to use it at the start of the battle when you're using advanced retaliate, right? Echo. Gain magic but lose resistance. Again, kind of like devotion. I kind of like using this because you're not losing out on defense. Balathir is the same. Snow, gain increasing defense as HP drops. As Snow, he is using a lot of defense. But yeah, again, one I wouldn't really want to mess around with, and again with Saz, with exactly the same as Garnet's. So the best ones, I would say, let me just scroll through these. Zealot, I do like. Barrage, Blue Moon Barrage is pretty good. Master Archer or Franz one, again, all the core characters are fairly good, except for the Red Mage one is pretty situational. Of course, Tyro one's good. I've had a lot of use with Fran's ability, not the Berserk one, but the Bow one, because I don't have the Rangers one. Titus's one, his high scorer, fairly situational, but you might use it. Vivi's one's very good. You can equip one on one Black Mage and one on the other one, so Vivi is very good to level up. Irvine, of course, when a gun is equipped, yep, very good. What else is there? Composure, you're getting a pretty good increase. Sephiroth's a bunch of garbage, like I said. Aerith's Prayer of the Cetra, pretty good as well. Tifa is one you want to get as well. Cloud's first one, definitely, because a lot of characters are dealing with swords. Cyan's Katana Master, very good with Sephiroth and stuff like that. Rydia's increased damage of summon magic, of course. Kane's, no. Situational again. Cecil's situational, and again, Black Mage is very good as well. So a few ones to choose from so far. I'll probably do an update in later stages of the game, but I hope this helped, guys. And I hope you like this video. Hope you please subscribe. Hope you like my Facebook page to get updates and stuff like that. If you can comment on things you want to see in tutorial mode, I want to hear your opinions. And I'll see you guys next time.